This is so good. Hello, everyone. Chef Brian here. Today I am with Nick Fraunfelder, who is Chiang Mai's vegan cheese king. He's the owner of Swees plant-based cheese. He's got a wide range of cheese products, and they're all over Chiang Mai. Very good stuff. How are you doing today, Nick?
Doing great. Thank you so much, Brian, for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. All right. So yeah, today we're just gonna, talk about Nick and Swees and his vision of plant-based cheese. So Nick, what inspired you to start Swees?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm Swiss.
Okay.
So I grew up in Switzerland. Switzerland is famous for many things like chocolate, watches, and another thing is cheese.
Okay.
So cheese is a big part of our culture, and I like when I grew up, I ate it basically every day. When I moved to Thailand, which is now about 11 years ago, my whole surrounding, all the friends that I was making here, they were either like vegans or vegetarians, and I was like, what's that all about? And I'm a very curious, open person, so I also decided to try, and I turned to become vegan. There was one food that was the missing piece for me, and it was the cheese. As I'm sure you hear many people saying like they're vegetarians, like, yeah, I could go vegan, but I cannot. Yeah, right. So that was me, and I like creating stuff in the kitchen. I'm not a chef, but just for myself, and so I thought like, well, why not doing my own cheese? And this is how it all started. It started as just for myself to kind of to solve my own problem in the first place.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. Solve your own problems, and your problems are everyone else's problems as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I found out later, and then it turned into a business, right?
So what was the first cheese that you developed?
I love this question, and it's the first cheese that I developed, and my favorite until today is actually Swiss style. So if you go into the shop, you can find it's like a yellow cheese. It's very mellow. Yeah, it has a quite high umami flavor because we use nutritional yeast in there as well. It melts great on sandwiches. The Swiss style. It comes both in blocks and it comes in slices as well.
Lovely. Yeah, I haven't tried the Swiss cheese yet, but yeah, I really should. It's
You
like
should.
it's your
Well, I have a little
original.
cheese board prepared for you, so you get to take that home.
Okay, yes,
So it's in there, the yellow one.
The yellow one? Okay,
Yeah.
can't wait to try. And so you said your journey to vegan food began just by being in Chiang Mai and like assimilating with the community?
Yeah, at that time, I was studying Reiki. Do you know what that is? It's kind of an energy healing
Okay.
that works with our chakras in the body. My master, my teacher, he is vegan, and he was really an inspiring force for me. And I love that he never pushed it onto me, but we were like meeting every Sunday for like practicing together, and he was softly suggesting like, you may want to try out to be vegetarian for the next week. It's much gentler on your overall being, and we take a lot of energy to digest our food, as we know, especially like the more dense a product is, the longer it will take to digest. And of course, meat is like the densest form of food that is out there. So that made a lot of sense. And while I was going through my own healing journey that time, I really felt lighter, So I tried to go vegetarian for a week, and I never went back to eating meat. And I think I was vegetarian for that maybe 5-6 months, but pretty much stopped milk products already, still having some eggs, but after that, like completely transitioned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, the main motivation in the beginning was really energy-wise, like feeling lighter, and that whole other part of, there's so many big pieces, like of course the animal well-being part, that came for me later in the process. Actually, that was not my first thought, and it's really interesting. I think for non-vegans, or for let's say carnivores, we know we don't have, or they don't have that connection to the animal, and for me it was the same. But later that came, that deeper connection for the animals, and also I studied nutrition. I'm a nutritionist because I really wanted to learn and understand deeper what does it mean now to be eating plant-based. So I got that whole part about health and of course the environment, that's something we all know about.
Yeah, it's all encompassing. There's so many facets to veganism that are important for your body, animals, the environment. I'm the same way actually.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I went vegan just because my friends went vegan and I wanted to cook him healthy food. So I kind of just
Nice.
joined in with him.
Lucky friends.
Yeah, right.
Lucky you.
And then like I got connected with animal rights activists after that.
Okay.
And that's when like I made the connection. I was like, okay, well, it's easy enough for me to cook it, and now I can stay because I have made that connection. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And so with Swees, what were some challenges that arose when you were first starting up the business?
I think each phase of business have different types of challenges. I mean, in the very beginning, it was just like figuring it all out. I mean, once we kind of made it, let's say, available to sell and getting it FDA approved, for example, that was definitely our first challenge, because for me, once I saw that people are buying our product, they want our product, I envisioned from the beginning our brand sitting on a shelf in the supermarkets. So, I mean, also here in Thailand, they're quite strict with the FDA, like the food law. You can sell to restaurants quite easily without having that, but every product in the supermarket needs to be
Very strict.
FDA approved. So that was our first challenge, and I think over the last 5 years, when we were scaling up, building our own factory, and starting to have more members, more employees, new let's say challenges arise, all different types of challenges. Also, product development is definitely something that is challenging, because especially vegan cheese, and I think that's another challenge for us, is sometimes when we go to restaurants, people think vegan cheese is expensive, they think it's not tasty, they might have tried vegan cheeses that are in fact not that good.
Yeah, and
There are many, also having so many highly processed products out there, like plant-based meats out there in the market, which I think even those deserve to exist, because they help people to transition, or they're nice once in a while.
Yeah.
So, but for us, it's like we were always about having it all natural and very minimally processed. So it takes sometimes a bit time to, let's say, to get the people to try and to kind of have them open their mind and see, wow, that actually tastes good, and after eating it, I actually feel much lighter. I feel much better on my stomach, and especially for Asian people that with lactose, they are quite sensitive. So yeah, I mean, having your own business, I think also here in Thailand, being a foreigner, brings other challenges again. But I think, I think I said that to someone before, like if you're really thinking about, starting your own business. I actually was talking at the university, and like a business school, and the kids, like some of them, the students, they were about to, they were 18, 20 or something. They had their idea of starting their own business, and I was like, you need to be in love to solve problems. Like if it's not something you love, or like being challenged, if you don't like being challenged, like just be an employee, like it's something I really saw the benefits now, having my own company as well. Like being an employee also has so many benefits, but being an employer, having a business, is like, it just means challenges, like, and solving them.
Yeah, you're at the top figuring out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're guiding the ship, so yeah. You're facing all the challenges head on. I guess speaking about like the Thai community, how is the community, maybe like the Thai locals, how do they take to your cheese?
It's a good question. Actually, in the very beginning, when we brought out the product, I thought that's just going to be a product for foreigners, or mainly that's going to be foreigners eating it. In fact, now more of half of our customers, they're locals, they're Thai people.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So I think especially with our cream cheeses, Thai people, they love them. They can really work with them. Especially also our original cream cheese is great for like desserts, and with the block style cheeses, I think I mean, as you know, in the Thai cuisine, cheese is not an essential ingredient.
Not super good.
But at the same time, yeah, the food is more kind of, it's getting more and more globalized, you know, like pizza and burgers and pastas, like becoming more and more a part of their culture as well. But yeah, I like to answer your question, like sometimes I would love to see a bit more community, especially here in Chiang Mai, in terms of not just the vegan community, but I would say the health conscious community. I'm sure in Bangkok, or I know in Bangkok, they have much more events, but we did have some really cool plant-based markets in the past. There was a team called Root the Future running them. They were like big, kind of doing vegan advocacy here in Thailand. Unfortunately, they have stopped now. But yeah, we do have quite a few vegan Thai influencers now, some chefs as well.
Okay.
Yeah, some quite famous chefs, and but yeah, also we are not targeting only vegans, because I would say for them, I mean, let's say they will try our product anyway. They're quite easy to
They're
get.
diehard, yeah.
Right,
They're
right.
Like, there's cheese, I'm gonna eat it.
Right, exactly. It's like vegan cheese, like right. It's still, until this day, it's kind of crazy that until today, like vegan cheese is still kind of something special, right? Because you don't,
really is, yeah.
because you don't see it everywhere. You don't find it all the time. You know, it's like vegan cheese. Ah, okay, it's kind of, yeah. But we've started to kind of target just the, let's say, the flexitarians, the health conscious, the
Environmentally conscious.
yeah, the environmentally conscious, maybe the moms also, they want they want to cook for their family healthy, the lactose intolerant. So there's actually this really broad target group that we were kind of dismissing, or like we're not aware of in the beginning. And so yeah, it's evolving. But maybe to wrap up this question, the vegan market is growing in Thailand. I mean, the consciousness for plant-based, it's growing. So that's something I'm very happy about, and it's very positive.
Great to hear.
More people are looking for healthier food, more plant food. Yeah, I think the whole consciousness is shifting towards more plant-based food here. Yes.
And I guess like talking about like all the different like cheeses, like what would you say makes your cheese stand out, or with like vegan cheeses that are bad? Why do you think those cheeses, aren't as good as yours?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to you. You're a chef, so like for you as a chef, I mean, you're a vegan chef, so of course you have maybe other criteria that are important. But for, let's say we're going to a chef in a hotel, in a 4 or 5 star hotel, or in a restaurant like we are sitting now, like for them, it's really, really important how the product works. You don't want to be reading an instruction manual. You know, with some products, it's actually, that's how it is, you know? Yeah, it's you want to make it melt, well, you have to scoop it out first. Like, no. It's like our product, you can use like you would be using a dairy cheese, like exactly the same. You can slice it, you can shred it, you can bake it in the oven at the exact same temperature, same time. So, I mean, for example, for a pizza restaurant, that's really important, right? They don't want to have a special instruction for that cheese. So that is one thing, kind of the how it works.
The accessibility of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You don't have to worry about it.
Another definitely point that we're really strong is the quality of the ingredients. I think for, let's say, for big brands, let's say industrial vegan cheese, what they usually do, they take water and they mix that up with isolated proteins, modified starches, and then they add usually artificial flavors into it, blend it all up, and that's it. So it's kind of cheap. It's kind of not that healthy, not that good
Not
for
as like
you.
intentional. Yeah.
So what we're doing, we are sourcing organic soybeans, whole soybeans. They're grown here in Chiang Mai, and we actually make a fresh soy milk out of it. So that is our key differentiator. And it's also kind of a big process. I haven't seen any other brand doing this, because it's quite a process.
soy.
Yeah. So we soak the soybeans overnight. We grind them. We boil the milk. We make a fresh soy milk every day in our factory. And that's the base of our cheese. And then we use high quality oils like coconut oil. We use like nutritional yeast, like the expensive, the good stuff. The good stuff.
Yeah.
No artificial flavors, no artificial colors. Like, it's a natural product, and that's why it tastes. I mean, taste. I don't want to talk too much about taste because in the end that's quite subjective. But I think most people that are trying our cheese, they're quite a fan of it. So I think that's probably the last point to your question is the taste, you know.
Sure, yeah. I mean, the quality speaks volumes. If you have high quality ingredients, then
Yeah, right.
your product will be high quality. It'll taste good.
We'll bring it out. All right. So we have block style cheeses in here. So you see the white one, that's the mozzarella, which is kind of a plain one. It's great for melting on pizzas. We have the orange one, that's the cheddar.
Oh, the cheddar?
Yeah.
Okay.
The yellow one is the Swiss
That's
style.
the Swiss, yeah.
And then this one, I think if you
pepper
like
jack?
spicy stuff, you will like that. A lot of people love it. It's a smoked mozzarella with
Thai
so
chilies?
it's a mix of Korean chilies and Thai chilies.
Okay, now that sounds
Only
really
only
good.
chef is asking that detail.
Yeah.
How
So
is
good.
it?
This was amazing.
Yeah?
The Swiss cheese is top notch, especially with the crackers, little saltiness. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, you can try the
I'll
the
try this-
smoked
I'll
one.
Try this chili.
It's a bit spicy.
It's the Thai way. Yep. This is so good.
Yeah, this is really nice on a kind of a bruschetta or like, you know, like kind of little panini bread melted on top in the oven.
Some vegetables.
Yeah, as a little appetizer. Yeah, next time when you're back, let's collaborate. You know, let's do some chef menu if you're up to.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love cooking and working with other vegan creators. So yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up everything.
Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Chef
thank you.
Brian, for having me.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Anytime. So this once again is Nick from Swees. If you are ever in Thailand, please try his cheese. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.